Thank you for watching. This video is excerpt from the book Anxiety Free, a 12-week self-help guide to manage anxiety by Dr. Dave Ferrulo. For more information, visit drdavebooks.com. We don't see the world as it truly is. Instead, we perceive a subjective projection shaped by our thoughts, feelings, and past experiences. This subjective interpretation of reality are called worldviews and lead to cognitive distortions that can skew our perception. Cognitive distortions are inaccurate thinking patterns that reinforce negative emotions and perceptions. Some common cognitive distortions include 1. All or nothing thinking, seeing things in absolute binary categories. 2. Overgeneralization, extrapolating a single negative event into a never-ending pattern. 3. Mental filter, focusing exclusively on negative aspects while ignoring positives. 4. Disqualifying the positive, rejecting or dismissing positive experiences. 5. Jumping to conclusions, making negative interpretations without sufficient evidence. While cognitive distortions are often negative, positive distortions like optimism bias can sometimes be adaptive. However, when any distortion becomes excessive, it can lead to problems. Our brains act as confirmation machines, seeking to reinforce our existing beliefs. This can perpetuate both positive and negative patterns in our lives. For example, someone with negative self-worth might repeatedly enter abusive relationships, unconsciously confirming their belief that they're unlovable. Recognizing and changing these patterns is crucial for mental well-being. Cognitive restructuring, a key component of cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, offers a framework for challenging and reframing distorted thoughts. First, identify negative automatic thoughts. Then, evaluate the validity of these thoughts. Finally, replace negative thoughts with more accurate, adaptive ones. Several strategies can help in this process. 1. Thought records. Document situations, emotions, and thoughts to identify patterns and distortions. 2. Examining the evidence. Objectively assess the accuracy of thoughts by looking at facts and data. 3. Reframing. Consider alternative perspectives or interpretations of a situation. 4. Behavioral experiments. Test the validity of assumptions through specific actions and observe the results. 5. Self-compassion. Cultivate a kind, understanding attitude toward yourself to combat self-criticism and shame. 6. Cognitive diffusion. Learn to observe thoughts as mental events rather than absolute truths. And finally, gratitude and positive reframing. Focus on positive aspects of experiences to balance negative biases. Neuroplasticity research suggests that our brains can restructure themselves based on new experiences. This means that even deeply ingrained negative schemas can be altered over time with consistent effort and practice. Cognitive flexibility, the ability to adapt our thinking and behavior to new or unexpected events, is crucial in developing a more balanced worldview. It prevents us from becoming rigidly fixed in either overly negative or unrealistically positive thinking patterns. Changing long-standing thinking patterns isn't easy and requires patience and self-compassion. It's normal to feel discouraged at times, but remember that every step forward is a meaningful victory. Here's a concise 7-day guide to help you start addressing cognitive distortions. Day 1. Thought records. When you notice a distressing emotion, write down the situation, your emotional response, and automatic thoughts. Identify any cognitive distortions and challenge them by examining evidence and considering alternative perspectives. Day 2. Examining the evidence. Treat negative thoughts as hypotheses rather than facts. List evidence for and against the thought, then develop a more balanced evaluation based on this evidence. Day 3. Reframing. Identify a situation you've been interpreting negatively. Brainstorm alternative ways of viewing it. Evaluate evidence for each perspective and adopt the most balanced and realistic one. Day 4. Behavioral experiments. Test the validity of an automatic thought through action. Design an experiment, carry it out, and use the results to develop a more balanced thought. Day 5. Self-compassion. When you notice negative self-talk, pause and acknowledge it. Remind yourself that everyone faces challenges. Speak to yourself as you would to a good friend, with kindness and understanding. Day 6. Cognitive diffusion. Label negative thoughts as thoughts, not facts. Observe them without engaging, and use techniques like repeating the thought in a silly voice to create distance from it. Day 7. Gratitude and positive reframing. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. In challenging situations, try to find potential opportunities for growth. Reframe negative self-talk into more supportive statements. Remember, overcoming cognitive distortions is a journey that requires consistent practice. Be patient with yourself and celebrate each step forward. With time and dedication, you can develop more balanced, realistic thinking patterns that support your mental health and well-being. By understanding how our minds shape our reality, we take the first crucial step towards creating a more balanced, fulfilling, and authentic life experience. This journey of self-discovery and growth takes time and often benefits from the guidance of a mental health professional. But by recognizing our cognitive distortions and actively working to reshape our worldviews, we can gradually align our perceptions more closely with objective reality, leading to improved emotional resilience and overall life satisfaction. For a more in-depth look at anxiety and how to manage it, get your copy of Anxiety Free at drdavebooks.com or wherever books are sold online. Thank you for watching.